Its land is the land thirsty of farmers, and because we know how important farmers are to every nation, that's why we reintroduce to you the Voice of the Farmers. Voice of the Farmers is a media brand that celebrates, educates, and promotes farmers with constant trainees and guide on how best to be a successful farmer. We also link farmers to the right markets to sell their produce and to the right market.
Good afternoon, everyone listening to us out there. My name is Gary Afizolumde. I am your host on this wonderful show that we call Meet the Farmers. So sorry we were unable to do the show last week. It's just probably because of one or two technical issues. You know, what we do on this show that we call Meet the Farmer is we bring different farmers from different sectors, different agricultural sectors that we have. You know, we have different sectors in agriculture. So we have the piggery, we have the poultry, the aquaculture, we have the coconuts, we have different value chains, different sectors in agriculture. So, and the major reason why we do that is just for us to let our youth out there know there are many business opportunities that are yet to be harnessed or untapped in agricultural sector. Today, again, you see, I have different guests today, and the person is from different sector today. So he's going to be telling us different business opportunities in his own sector and how he started, what he started, and why did he even venture into agriculture. I want to welcome you once again to this show that we call Meet the Farmers. Thank you very much. Let me appreciate all our followers. Thank you very much for commenting, for sharing, for liking our posts, and thank you very much for reaching out to us on everything we have been doing. Thank you very much. We appreciate. So let us just go very straight to our guest. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir, my brother.
Sir, may we meet you, sir?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Akikunulisha Goladimeji.
Okay.
CEO SEGUN Funds, but I agree.
Okay. Okay. Now, you know, one thing about farmers is this. You know, even looking at the way he's sitting there, you know, he's relaxed. You know, it's very rare seeing another people from other sectors sitting and relaxed like that, because you know probably they might be coming from the old up, or like they have gone through many things this morning. At least a farmer, once you have done what you need to do in the morning, you feel relaxed and you are okay. At least you can see how healthy he looks. So I want to give you that kudos, sir. Let's go straight to the point. That, sir, why, you know, we have different sectors in agriculture. Yes. Why do you venture into piggery? Before we even talk about the business opportunities in piggery and other things, why do you choose piggery?
Thank you very much, Mr. Olumide. Actually, I'm into various segments of agricultural business.
Okay.
I'm into poultry, fishery, and piggery.
Okay.
But majorly what I do most is piggery farming. Number one, it's a business I really love from beginning, and I have passion for it right from while I was in the school.
Okay.
So it all started while my father was rearing local pigs. I picked up the interest from there. So, and luckily, I have a public officer.
Okay.
Then all about piggery started 2018, 2019. I acquired my farm 2018, then started the business precisely in 2019. But I can tell you categorically that it's one of the best business. It even pained me a lot that I didn't start it all on time.
It's
But I spent so much time working with the government. If I knew on time, I would have started this business for long. Because it's a very good business. So I really love it, and it's a very good business.
You know, one thing I learned from what you said now that I want everybody to also put attention to is that he said he's into different sectors of agriculture. You know, you do poultry, you do piggery, you do fishery as well. But the major one he does is piggery, which I think one of the things I will need to do as a farmer is what we call diversification. You know, you don't just be a stereotype person that, okay, yes, I'm into fishery and I should be doing fishery. You know, sometimes before your fish get to the table size, what will you be eating? Before your pig get to where what will you be eating? So definitely you need to start thinking of diversification. Yes. And also he said something about at the bit he had known that this is how sweet and how profitable piggery business is. It will have started earlier. Yeah. So I think that should be like a point of call for everybody, that you don't need to procrastinate. You just need to start something today. You just start something today. So sir, let me ask this question. Did you study agric in school, sir?
Yeah, I did it as ordinary course while I was in secondary school. But at my tertiary level, I didn't study agric at all. I did public administration, I did polytechnic, then my first degree was business management. Never related to agriculture in any way. But
So
just because I had passion for the business from beginning.
sometimes before you even encourage anybody to go into a business, you need to let them know there are ups and downs in the business. No matter how little or how minimal it is, definitely there are up and down in the business. Have you ever one day thought of why do I even venture into this business?
Hmm. Honestly, I never had any regret going into the business. Though there's no business that has advantage without no disadvantages. There must always be ups and downs.
Sure.
But what matters a lot is consistency. For you to be able to be consistent with what you are doing, then to be determined that you have to get there. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Exactly.
I started with 3 pigs.
3 pigs.
2018. By the grace of God, they have gone a bit far away. I will continue going by the grace of God.
So I think I love that. Now let me ask this question because I said it earlier on that the major reason why we come up with this show is just for us to encourage our youth and let them know that there is a business opportunities that are yet tapped, that are yet announced in agriculture. So let me say now as a youth, I wanted to venture into pig farming. What are the requirements? What are the things I need to have before even venturing into it?
A lot of things involves. But number one, for any business you are venturing into, you must have a little knowledge of that business. Secondly, you must have passion for it. If the passion is there, then the interest, then you are able to commit your time and your resources, definitely get there.
That is a very good one from you, sir. Because I love the fact that you said anything you want to do, no matter how small it is, you need to have knowledge about it. That is very, very important because agriculture is beyond the way our forefathers are doing it. Then you said your father was doing the local pigs, and I think the last time I came to your farm, I can see landrace, I can see duroc, I can see different species of I can see large white. So I wish your fathers are not doing them. If you are saying I want to continue doing it, my father is doing it there, I think you will not be where you are now. So I think I want to implore our youth there. I do say this on any post I put on social media platform that before you go into anything, it is always good for you to have knowledge about it. It is very, very important. You need to have knowledge about it, at least, if not in a large scale, at least try and have knowledge about it. If it is piggery, if it is fishery, if it is poultry, at least have an idea about it. And then the next thing is passion, according to what you said. If you don't have passion for something, you just be doing it and you wasting your money and that does it. So, sir, okay, apart from all these things that you have said, I think this one are just personal stuff now. So, what are the things? Do I need to get a land? Do I need to get a space? Do I need to get how many pigs can I start with, and how do I go about it, sir?
Those are the material aspect of it.
Okay.
You need to plan. Then you have your money. Then you think about the land. Then the structure to house the pigs. They talk about the feeding.
Okay.
Then the staffs that work for you in the farm. So you start the plans, then you strategize and start going.
So, sir, can you give us an insight, probably an average amount that one can start with? Probably, now, sometimes I think one of the reasons why you don't want to venture into agriculture is that one, they see it as a dirty job, and two, they think it's too expensive. And one thing is that if you don't start, you won't grow. You need to just start in a place. I think so. Let's say, like, basically, you want to start. Okay, I have a land. Okay, I have a structure that I want to start. So, how much can?
So, number one, to correct that impression of that dirtiness of a particular business. According to Yoruba proverb, it says,
Then
there are some people that they will still go to evacuate soak away before they make their daily bread. So, as a farmer, I've been to my farm in the morning, supervise my workers. Then, just coming from a farmer's meeting now, do I look like a farmer?
At all.
There is no, whatever you can lay your hand upon that fetches you money, don't look at it as a dirty business. And there's no one that is too small or too big to start a business. You might just start small, then it's continue growing. So the cost of investment or investing on those business now is just too high. When we talk of the money to acquire the stock, Then the feeding cost is also on the high side. Only it is more considerable or more better than when we talk of poultry feed and fish feed.
Okay, you're saying pig feed is,
yes, it's
is
still
not
very
too expensive.
When we talk, when we look at them, it's still very reasonable and more considerable than to that of fishery and poultry, which are very, very on the high side. If there's no food for my pigs, I might try to give them plantain leaves. If you saw plantain,
Yes, sure.
They will still survive. But you can't give garri to your fish. They will never survive. They will rather die. You can also give garri to your layers or to your umbrella. They wouldn't do very well. So pigs, they are just good comforter of food. Whatever you do, then they will sustain. They might not give you the desired results, but they are like human beings. The more you spend money on them, the more they give you good results. So they require a very nourishable food items to give you desired results. But they are still very much better to manage when compared to other livestock in the farming sector.
Thank you very much. I think I love the fact that you took me to that aspect now. I think this is one of the reasons why you need to go into piggery. According to what they said now, yes, pigs are good converter of feed. According to what they said, you can't just give garri to your fish. You can't give garri to your fish. You can't give garri to your layers. But when you give garri or you give fish, they will still survive. But they might not just give you that result. But at least
desired result not be there.
That is a good one, sir. So now let's talk about one of the things that makes people to run away from pig farming is the odor.
Okay.
Now, and I think the last time I came to your farm, to be sincere, I hardly know you are doing piggery. So, which I don't know how you've been able to
manage
the odor, because you want to start a farm in your locality, probably in your neighborhood. Definitely, you are going to be disturbing others. So, how do you manage that? How have you been able to?
Actually, I'm sure you are aware of people breeding maggots now to make money.
Sure. BSF.
So eating,
yes, yes.
People are making good money from it. I saw a guy came to. I thought you were at the meeting at the local government. That guy, dried, very clean, fresh. He was breeding maggots and making money. So once we can maintain or manage the waste of human beings, we have sockaway. You poop. And it doesn't affect ourselves. You are just like that. If you have a sockaway, you manage your farm very well. The manure, the faces might not smell, it might not disturb the neighbors or your surroundings if it's being well managed. And the waste too, can be easily used for manure. People do buy it, but I give it out to farmers. Up to this month, people still came to my farm to pack piggery manure to plant vegetables. Nothing is wasted now.
Exactly.
So we recycle them to make money. We recycle them for another purpose. So that smell, forget. When you are in the toilet, you definitely passive odor.
Sure.
So that odor now is money. They are being recycled to money. See our plantain as big as they are. Through the aid or the help of those manure we put there.
That is a good one, sir. I learned something from what you said. You said the poo, or let me say the faces now are now money now.
Of course.
Just like you are turning the waste to wealth.
Yes.
That means you are turning waste to wealth. Like people are using it to plant vegetable and it's doing very great. So, sir, let us just go on a short advert break. So when we come back, we're going to talk about what are your advice to the youth on coming into agriculture, because we still need more youth. The projection of the world population I think in 2050 is close to, I think, 200 billion or so, probably, if I'm correct.
Yes.
So, and now we need more farmers. I do say something that people can afford to work naked on the street when it's war, probably when war happens, but nobody can afford not to eat. So who are the stakeholders? Who are the players that are providing the food? That the farmers. So now, and in the population, let me say in the statistics of farmers, when you look at their demography, the age range, we have the aged people in the agricultural sector now. But now let's assume anything happened and probably they died, or how do you want to sustain the agricultural sector? So that means we need to have more youth. Exactly, we need to have more youth inclusion in the agricultural sector. So let us just go on this short advert break. So when we come back, we'll talk about your advice to the youth. Thank you very much, sir.
E pass wetin you go just break, e comot, e chop, abi you soak garri. Yes o, coconut e pass chop. Coconut na one fruit where everything for im body plus even the shell e get important use. You sef no know ba? Na why you got to patronize TUJ coconut products. TUJ coconut
coconut products na 100% from coconut. Talk about coconut oil wey dem dey use treat arthritis, coconut oil for cooking, coconut flour, coconut chips, coconut swallow, coconut oil, cold press and hot press. Plus all the coconut products wey you dey find. Our head office dey number 12 Adebowale Caroline Street off Winner Street, Aradagun, Badagry. We also dey deliver for anywhere for inside Naija abi outside Naija. All you need to do na to call us abi chat us for this number 0806 475 4853 0806 475 4853. Abi make you follow us for all our social media pages at TUJ Coconuts. TUJ Coconut Products na chiamo for different better coconut products wey you dey find.
Welcome back from that short advert break. We are talking about TUJ Coconut products, and what they do is just anything from coconut. That is what they do. They produce coconut powder, coconut oil, cold press, and hot press. That is what they do there. And like, if you want to patronize them, just call the number that is scrolling on that screen on the advert. So that is that about that. Sir, if you are just joining us on this program that we call Meet the Farmers, we are on this show with Mr. SEGUN, which is a CEO of SEGUN Farm in Aradagun, here, which is doing well in the piggery sector, and also as a poultry farm and also fish farm. But he based more on the piggery farm. So, sir, to wrap it up, sir, according to before we went on that short advert break, I was talking about youth inclusion in agriculture. So, sir, what advice do you have for our youth in coming into this agricultural sector? Because you are there, and according to what you said, nobody is going to know you are a farmer. You are just like a farmer. I know even if I have a sister, I will have said, okay, probably you should marry my sister. So you don't just look like a farmer at all, because the dressing and everything is there. So what advice do you have for our youth on coming into the agricultural space?
Thank you very much, Mr. Olumide. Actually, we don't need to tell ourselves before we just have to keep on doing something. The government is not always there already to employ people into the government job. There is no even job. So we can just decide to start something on our own gradually. But it's not always very easy, because ordinary man cannot just do it. You need to get money to start. But I would advise the youth outside there, they just don't need to wait for government to get them job before they start making money. There are little things you could just put in place. Start gradually, you get them with little money. I just start bit by bit and keep on going. And all, again, you never mention the aspect of the government. The government has a lot to do when we talk about agriculture, unless we want to do so ourselves, and they are not really doing much to help agricultural system in society. You see, we have 774 local government in Nigeria. And I believe each of the local government has an office we call Agri Department.
Sure.
Just like the Minister of Agriculture in that local government. It's very easy for them to identify the numbers of farmers in their local government. Help them with grants, with loans to move for their farms. And government has to come in to still help those youth. It requires money. You see, there are ways to go about this. When you empower those children with money or those youth outside there, it will decongest the unemployment rate in the society. Like you came to my farm, you see what I've been able to put in place through my personal effort, without loan or money from nowhere. But if there is government support, I can bet you, I can tell you, I can still do more than that.
Sure.
So we need government intervention to the farmers that are really practicing. So they're not only local governments in the country are into agriculture. Like Kenya, they do any agriculture in Kenya.
No.
Then we have those local government. We have government can easily penetrate them, give them money through the offices of the HOD agreed, monitor them. Then they will produce food in large quantity. Then they will decongest the unemployment level in the society. So please, government has a lot of role to play to grow the agricultural sector, unless we want to sue ourselves. So go to the Bank of Agri. They don't give money to the farmers. I was there sometimes ago. They told me they need somebody that are doing business that can fetch them daily money, probably bunker or other stuff. Government has a major role to play in that agricultural sector for it to try to continue growing, to encourage the youth, support them. Look at our public servants. I learned as a country, they are soldiers. They teaches them how to do agriculture, to give them money. Like before you try a civil servant, probably a year to your retirement, they might just encourage you, place you on a kind of orientation or agricultural workshop, then give you money to start a business for your retirement time. Definitely, you are going to employ 2 additional hands
Sure.
to do that business. Then by so you are the congested unemployment rate. So we are begging on the government. I believe the present government of Ashwa Jibola Ahmed Tinubu will do a lot of things to help the farmers to keep on growing.
Thank you very much, sir. I quite appreciate what you said. You talk about the youth and you also talk about the government as well, which is a very good one. So we'll be rounding up the show now, but I want to leave our youth with this word. I do say something. I was on a farm I didn't did for yesterday, which around that Tokpo side, and I saw what the youth is doing. The guy is a very young guy, which came up with an idea about using this palm fund, this okpa, instead of using dike. This sack that you put sand in it. He said this palm fund is more durable than that and it's going to last longer than using that sack. So that is innovative. And the guy is even into vegetable farming as well. So, doing that alone is something that probably anybody that wants to invest in him will know, okay, this guy have an idea and is definitely going to invest in. And you also talk about the government as well. They need to do do more. So let us just give kudos to Lagos State government about the agricultural sector. At least, yes, he's doing a very good job, and we want him to do more. That is what we're trying to say. And in the better government sector too, we just have a new government. I think they need to look more into the youth inclusion in agriculture. They said they want to give palliative, they want to give fertilizer and some other stuff. I don't think they have started doing that yet. So, but notwithstanding, we just hope we have a better days. So, I want to say this to our youth out there, please. Please, let us just start doing something. I do say this: you can be a banker and still be a farmer. You can be a tech guy. You are doing anything and you are still a farmer. You see, one thing is, the beauty of seeing your crops or your livestock growing. That joy gives you that joy. It gives you that, and you are also contributing to what we call zero hunger. We are saying zero hunger, food security. Everybody we have a role to play in that. So thank you very much for joining us on this show. We want to appreciate Mr. SEGUN for at least coming on board. It's not an easy task, at least coming down from your farm there. So we want to say a very big thank you to you, and at least to our audience out there too for joining us and for helping us to share this video and commenting and even liking the video. Thank you very much once again. What we do at the Voice of the Farmer is that we celebrate, we promote, and we educate farmers. And I want to use this video to tell us that we have a workshop this Saturday. We are talking about digital inclusion in agriculture, digital inclusion in crop farming and vegetable. Some of our farmers are still doing farming in these olden days way, and that is why it's affecting their profitability. So everything is technology now. Even your phone, you can decide to make your phone to make money on your phone.
You see, in fact, the truth is just this: nobody doesn't like peace or something so easy. But how do they get money to acquire those technological equipment? But it's not easy.
Yes, and I know that is why we are coming up with this choice. Do you know with your phone you can do what we call plant soil test with your phone. Yes. You can do what we call pest control. Probably you can know the pest that is affecting your plant, and the kind of organic way to solve it. So those are the things I want to do on the training. So I want to call on everybody that is watching us or listening to us out there. If you are interested, you can join us at Duke Innovation Center, NT, Ajara, Topa on Saturday. We have 2 sessions. We have 9 to 11 and 12 to 2. After that, we are going to the farm to do a practical class. So thank you very much once again. My name is Garuba Afizolumide. I am your host on this wonderful show that will call Meet the Farmers. Till I come your way next time, please start something today. And if you are going to start anything, please start farming. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Farming is not just a job. Farming is a way of life.